Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Brady Wyrick,
I'm Jason Rosen.
and we are the Zyme guys. And maybe
Yes,
what
we
we need
are.
to do is just add Jeff Thurston into our intro and just, make it flow a little better. So Jeff just pipes up and says, "I'm Jeff Thirst." And
Right.
Jeff, welcome back, my friend. It's awesome to have you. It's awesome to, I always take copious notes when you talk. So last time we talked about Theralac. This time we're going to talk about Trubifido. So we're getting a little bit more specific when it comes to probiotics and gut health. So I love this saying, Jeff, that says it's better to shut your mouth and look stupid than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Thank you,
So
Mark.
I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you tell us about Trubifido.
Yeah. All right. When we talked about Theralac, we talked about having some lactobacillus and some bifidobacteria in the product. And lactobacillus generally reside in the small intestine. Bifidobacteria, humans get these from after birth when moms are breastfeeding. Bifidobacteria are then given to the baby, and in breast milk, believe it or not, there are some ingredients that are indigestible by a human being, that they're there to only feed the bacteria that they just got from mom. So this is part of Mother Nature's process of building an immune system and building a microbiome in a human being. So bifidobacteria are one of the early ones that are given to babies, and these organisms reside in the colon. And again, if you look at Bifidobacteria, like any other probiotic, there are certain strains and certain organisms that are much more effective at certain things than others. And so we wanted to do a product that is more for people who have been not well for a longer period of time, because sometimes the lactobacillus will help produce some inflammatory cytokines in the body. And bifidobacteria generally are making interleukin-10, which is bifidobacteria making interleukin-10, which is going to be a little bit more of an anti-inflammatory sort of a product. So it's one that a lot of doctors have asked us to make this something that's going to be a little more calming for the immune system than ramping it up. When you first get challenged by an organism, you need that ramp up, but then you need to be calmed down. Right now they're talking about the cytokine storm. Well, that's too many of the inflammatory cytokines. So you need the other side to sort of help calm things down just a little bit. And, it's not like we're going to cure anything, but we are going to help balance things back out, bring them back to what you will want to consider normal for a human being. So this is where bifidobacteria, they're obligate anaerobes and they function in the colon. And generally speaking, I always like to talk to docs and say, look, if you have a patient that's got some GI issues, where would you start? And I would say I would start with Trubifido. In that, if you can resolve the issues and get people back to normal more quickly, then the problem was in the colon in the first place. If you start in the small intestine, the downstream effect can, it can still be an effect in the colon, but it's more of a downstream effect than a direct. So we use bifidobacteria just to start to work on the colon. And remember, almost all the biological activity is in the first third of the colon. So this is what we're targeting. We get through the stomach with the sodium alginate, we wake them up, and we don't put them in with other organisms that may inhibit their growth. So this is what we do to make Trubifido a little bit more of a targeted product for the gut.
Yeah, I've got quite a few testimonials from doctors and patients on this one. It's just so nice to have a targeted product that works in the colon, like the enzymes that Brady and I are going to touch on more as we go here. We have like the broad spectrum, flagship, and which is like the Theralac, and then we have all these beautiful other targeted enzymes that can get to certain areas and do other certain, wonderful things for the body. So, it's just such a nice pairing, enzymes, probiotics, especially working with people who really know what they're doing and aren't just throwing the kitchen sink into a bottle and being like, here you go, you're supposed to take a probiotic, good luck.
So I will add personal experience to Trubifido and when it should be used. What Jeff is actually talking about is there's two different sides to your immune system. There's a Th1 side and a Th2 side. The Th1 side is actually pro-inflammatory, that creates inflammation. because that inflammation is a good thing when it's trying to kill off something that's come into your body that's not supposed to be there. But when it gets dysregulated and out of control, we need that Th2 side to calm things down. And what he's saying is that Trubifido is what calms that down, which is awesome. But from the personal side, my wife has a known autoimmune disease. She has lupus, and when she has her flares and she doesn't put makeup on, you can see the classic butterfly rash across her nose and cheeks. So she's on a very tied down, locked down diet. You would not believe how disciplined this woman is. But she definitely uses Trubifido to help calm that reaction down. So her everyday probiotic is Trubifido. Same thing with her daughter. Her daughter is starting to show some of those same tendencies. Now, for the rest of us, it's Theralac.
Yep.
Because we want that broad spectrum. But for her, where we have a known autoimmune issue, Trubifido is the way to go. So if you land on our site and you're looking at, okay, what one do I take? And you have a known autoimmune disease, Theralac is Trubifido is the direction that I would go.
Correct.
Awesome. That clears
Yes,
a lot
great
up.
job, JT. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And that was
All right,
fun.
we'll see everyone next time.
Yep, next one's True Flora, so we'll jump into that. Thank you, gentlemen.